Hi. So this week I'm down in the Hamilton Gardens again, and I've taken today, which is, you can tell, beautiful weather. Yesterday it was torrential rain and it's still cold, but tomorrow and the next day is going to be raining again. So I'm taking the opportunity today to be out here in this gorgeousness. So I'm in the Catherine Mansfield garden, and I'll kind of mention why later, one of our scriptures. But just to give you a quick look over there and look at the house ladder, and there's a fountain, and I know that when I turn the camera around it's crooked, but never mind, you get the idea. So we're going to start this week. Now this is the story of Ammon, of course, and then this week also covers a little bit of Aaron and the other sons of Mosiah, but it mostly focuses on the story of Ammon, King Lamoni, the queen, and Abish. And although Ammon is a hero here, and I will give him credit for that, I still want to focus on two more, the lesser known or lesser mentioned hero that's one of my like big heroes, and that's Abish, or Abish, however you want to say it. Yeah, but anyway, we're going to start in Alma chapter 17 verse 29, and this is after Ammon has gone and said to King Lamoni, like, I'll be your servant, and he sent him out to deal with basically sheep rustlers who keep scattering the flocks. And the servants were scared because the servants kept getting killed too for having the sheep scattered, so they were scared. And Ammon saw this as an opportunity. But verse 29 says, Now they wept because of the fear of being slain. This is the servants. Now when Ammon saw this, his heart was swollen within him with joy, for said he, I will show forth my power unto these my fellow servants, or the power which is in me, in restoring these flocks unto the king, that I may win the hearts of these my fellow servants, that I may lead them to believe in my words. So at this point he's just trying to convert, or maybe even get the people that he's working with, his fellow servants, to even just start believing, or just start listening, is really the intent, to really just listen to what he's got to say about the gospel of Jesus Christ. So the question that comes up from this one is, what do you learn about Ammon's teaching style? So first he goes into serve and says, yep. So he serves and he loves first. Then he defends in verse 36, and he only defends those who went to attack. So anyone that went to hurt him or to raise their arm against him, he didn't go and hurt anyone that wasn't going to attack them. He was defending. He didn't go in thinking he was better than anyone. You've got to remember, he was offered being the king over back in Zarahemla, and he said no. So he could have gone into the king and been like, hey, I'm a prince, I'm from over there, let's talk. And that didn't go down well either. He didn't want to do that. And if you look in chapter 18 verse 16, he also waited for the king to be ready to hear what he had to say, and he had to work at that. But I'm just going to read a poem. So it's getting a bit busy down here. It's all good. It's a popular garden. I'm going to read a poem for this one and then move on. But this is something that I like. It's from Ed Gray Guest, and it's something that I try and live my life by too. It says, I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day. I'd rather one should walk with me than merely tell the way. The eye's a better pupil and more willing than the ear. Find counsel is confusing, but example's always clear. And the best of all the preachers are the men who live their creeds, for to see good put in action is what everybody needs. I can soon learn how to do it if you will let me see it done. I watch your hands in action, but your tongue too fast may run. And the lectures you deliver may be very wise and true, but I'd rather get my lessons by observing what you do. For I might misunderstand you and the high advice you give, but there's no misunderstanding how you act and how you live. And I love that. That's why I've got it in my fancy art book. But that's how Ammon was, and that's how the other kings of Mosiah were. It's just that Ammon had a little more receptivity with King Lamoni. Thank goodness. But that's how you should be. Think about his teaching style, how he went in, how he offered to serve, how he loved, how he defended, before he even taught anything. Before he even opened his mouth to talk, he waited until they were ready, and he showed to them that he was a good, loyal friend and defender. So it's something to think about. Okay, well that's that one. I'm going to move on to the next one.